We won the war, you cunt.
Blog Talk Radio.
What the hell?
It's been a while since we won that war.
Hey, now! What's that smell? Just like cornbread done too well. What you need, you know I got. The hands up, who wants to rock?
Oh, sexy girlfriend. It's your Wednesday night mess around. That's right. It's the Metal Hammer of Doom. And I am your host, the mandated reporter, and frankly, I'm mortified, Mr. Mark Rattledge. I, of course, am joined by the Metal Coop, Robert Cooper. How do you do, sir?
You know, I was really expecting you to follow up "Hello, Girlfriend" with "Here, horsey, horsey."
You want me to start again? Oh, sexy girlfriend. Come in, horsey. So I told somebody at work about that, and they was just like, that is the creepiest thing I've ever heard. And I'm like, yes, it is. And speaking of creepy voices, ladies and gentlemen, the third chair and the disapproving dad, the host of source material in his own right, Mr. Jesse Starcher. How do you do, sir?
Oh, man, am I ready to talk some metal tonight.
Good. You guys
Doing
talk
great.
metal. I'll just hit buttons.
Oh, come on. You are participating, sir.
Oh, Jesus. What is this, gym class? Forced participation?
Climb the rope.
Your dance.
But,
Yeah, I was gonna tell him to climb the rope too. Good call.
I suppose I can muster up the energy. But listen, man, I have an illness, okay? Won't you help a fellow American who's down on his luck? I'm tired. God damn it. So tired. I worked today.
You did work today?
I worked today. That is correct.
I will give you sympathy, sir. I understand. How's that?
12-hour shift. I mean, granted,
fuck that, man.
It was mostly just sitting in an office. Though we did have one suicide attempt today. This kid, he tied his shirt to a shower curtain and sat his ass down because he couldn't, because he ran out of phone to talk to his mommy and his girlfriend.
So what
is.
did he do?
Are you not aware of all the various ways people attempt suicide in an incarceration facility, sir? Do I really have to explain this to you?
I do kind of wonder about that at my work. Like, that's an incarceration facility. I kind of look at stuff around there being like, I wonder if anybody's tried to hang themselves from that.
All right. So one of the ways that a man might try to hang himself in an incarceration facility is I do podcasts on comics and metal, baby. DragonForce. Tune in to see who references Guitar Hero first. So, anyway.
Well, damn it, you stole my thunder.
Anyway, like I was saying, he tied his shirt around his neck, his jail shirt around his neck, and then he tied another part of it to the shower curtain rod, and he sat his ass down. You understand?
Oh. Okay. Gotcha.
Deputy found him, untied him, laid him flat, and he's currently on a one-on-one at our main facility. So.
Poor guy.
I don't feel sorry for him at all.
I'm a heartless bastard.
All right, I didn't come here to tell any of you that. We are, in fact, here to review tonight the goddamn DragonForce album, the new DragonForce, ladies and gentlemen, made famous, as Jesse mentioned before, by Through the Fire and the Flames from Guitar Hero 3. Their new album came out last Friday, May 19th, Reaching into Infinity. All right, before we get into this, Robert, do you recall, have we reviewed a DragonForce album before? Or is this our first one since the show started?
No, we've done it. I'm trying to remember if you were there. Was Winfrey there for that one? I certainly remember the last DragonForce being really weird.
I can tell you guys here in just a second, for sure.
DragonForce
Go ahead, continue.
is a little inconsistent. Like they have a particular sound, and then sometimes they like stray from the path, and then the sound that they're known for is not what they're doing. So yeah, DragonForce can be a little odd at times. All right, so the last album came out. It was Maximum Overload. Sorry, Maximum Overload.
You guys did cover this, actually, back on October 2nd of 2014. I'll read you the description here. That's funny. Jukebox hero Robert Winfrey tags in to host this episode of Metal Hammer of Doom. Sean Garmer and Robert Cooper join in to review the latest from prog powerhouse DragonForce.
This was in October of 2014?
Yes, I believe so. Double check that date.
Did I bail out on this because Lily had lice?
Yep.
That's not in the description.
It was something kid related.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That is exactly what happened. My daughter had lice. We had like an infestation. There were xenomorphs running around. We had to set the place on fire.
Well,
my wife.
I mean, it
my
can't
wife
be any
now,
worse than Covenant, right?
My wife now is now having a psychosomatic reaction to me telling this completely overblown story. She just shook her head and went, bleh. She now thinks she has phantom lice, ladies and gentlemen. My wife, who is so susceptible, how susceptible is she? See, now I'm getting my energy back. How susceptible, this is the key, gentlemen. Whenever I say I'm tired and I don't want to do something, get me to start making fun of my wife. Suddenly I'll have all kinds of energy.
You're so funny.
Is she saying that with or without a plastic bag in her hand?
Well,
she's going to kill you manhunt style.
Let me tell you something, Robert Cooper, and I'm going to say this to you and Robert Winfrey, wherever he may be out there. My wife likes the fact that I'm a complete douchebag. Okay? She likes the fact that I'm a huge bag of dicks. And that I don't treat her like a princess, that I'm a flaming fucking asshole, and I give her the business. Okay? She loves it.
Oh, yeah.
If I say no, are you going to beat me?
Just don't tell people I beat you. See? She gives me the business back. I don't kiss my wife's ass, okay? She doesn't kiss mine. We are mutual. We are partners in this relationship, and that means we give each other the business. And
that means every once in a while you have to call her daddy too, right?
Ow, 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 in between my turn. Ow, ow. That's a Family Guy. I'm glad you got that. In any case, the whole point of this rant is that you guys give me shit all the time. It's like, oh my God, Melissa's gonna kill you. No, Melissa loves it. Loves this nonsense that we call Mark's sense of humor. Right, Melissa?
Yes.
See, she said yes, ladies and gentlemen. All right, back to the show.
This is not a visual podcast.
All right, so yeah, this was I had to cancel out on that particular episode because everybody in my house had projectile leprosy, so we couldn't do it. And so I got Robert Winfrey to step in for me. So with that said, do you remember what did you think of the last album, Mr. Cooper, sir?
Funny story. One of my friends got me this album for Christmas, so I've listened to it a good 10 times just because I didn't want to take it out of the car, and I'm lazy. So upon repeat listens, it very much is. It's an album that's got some real bright spots, and I really feel like when they step out of their comfort zone is really when it kind of perks my ears up because they're wonderful guitarists, especially now that they no longer do what I've accused them of doing for years, which is writing songs around the solo. Now they're writing solos around the song, which is nice because OG DragonForce, oh boy, like To the Fire and the Flames was very much like a thinly written attempt to have fretboard masturbation, and I almost feel like with their newer singer, I think it's Mark Hudson's name. There's some really good stuff they've had. Did we review their previous album? No, I reviewed their previous album.
We weren't doing a podcast before 2000. We weren't doing a podcast, I don't think, before 2014. Or were we? When did we start doing this shit?
We were. We did it in 2013.
Okay.
I can tell you, a previous DragonForce album to that is not listed in the archives, so.
No, I remember I reviewed it when I was doing like my top 50 of the year. Whew, that was a mistake still. And I just really remember a few songs sticking with me, but I really like that they felt like more of a traditional metal band, which I mean, like one of my best friends in high school who was obsessed with them and keeps calling me every week, 5 times a week. Sad man, I tell you.
What's the dude's name? Have you mentioned this guy before?
His name is John.
I can't remember now.
I've probably mentioned him because I can just tell stories for like 6 hours that are just going to make you go, ugh.
I have a question about John. I have a question about John. Is he a fisherman? They call me John the Fisherman.
Get ready.
No, he can't be that cool.
Fisherman. Yeah.
But he's currently living in Florida, so maybe you'll run into him one day.
Maybe he'll be fishing when I run into him.
And like a psych ward.
They call me. Sorry.
Speaking of Guitar
I'm
Hero.
John the Fisherman. God damn it.
I know you're singing John the Fisherman. I'm telling stories of my friend John who divulged to a girl that he dated in middle school and tracked down. He's like, yeah, I got 6 different mental illnesses that I get disability for. I'm like, ooh, I didn't even know that one. That's a party.
That sounds terrible. I think we should go back to
hey, maybe you'll
maybe
you'll meet him.
Mud. Call me Aloysius Epidama Abercrombie. That's long for mud, so I've been told.
But yeah, to finish up where we were. The last album really grows. I like their Castlevania tribute on that album, the Symphony of the Night. I mean, it wasn't about Symphony of the Night, but it was good enough. You could definitely feel the Symphony of the Night influence there. And don't worry, we'll get another one, boys and girls, to where I've already sent them the song, and I went, yep, they pretty much took that song.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you heard it when you first started listening to it. So
I did.
Jesse,
absolutely.
What were your
all right,
Jesse Structure? What were your expectations of this album? You've heard DragonForce in the past. You've heard our coverage of the previous DragonForce album. What were you expecting when I told you guys we would be reviewing a new DragonForce album this May?
Hand cramps just thinking about it. All right? That's pretty much what goes through my head is how in the hell do these guys play guitar like this? And if that was going to be different on this album, I would have been absolutely surprised. So when you said, hey, we're doing DragonForce, new DragonForce albums dropping, we're going to talk about it, I knew what we were getting into when it comes to guitar, which is just, there's no other way to describe this guitar other than just unfathomable of guitar playing skills that these guys have. That being said, I didn't know what much else to expect other than the few songs that I've heard, Guitar Hero 3, that's been played. And I think I may have even been listening to when you guys did the Maximum Overload review, but I never went back and revisited that album. So I was looking to be impressed with some fantasy tales, some over berserk guitar playing, and I don't think that I was too let down from those expectations as we get into this album.
All right, let's go ahead and play some music, as they say. This is the title track to our album, Reaching into Infinity. Wait a minute. This is just an introduction. This is, I think we're going to, could we skip the first track and just get right into it?
I have no problem with that.
Robert Cooper?
Sure.
All right. Skipping the intro, which is only 1 minute and 25 seconds, and it's just a little bit of an instrumental, which is Reaching into Infinity. We move on to track 2. This is Ashes of the Dawn. So that first one is in the vein of traditional DragonForce. You hear that high pitched, fretting in there that they're known for. The tickling of the strings. Look, I'm a big fan of progressive metal, and DragonForce certainly has their very individualized take on the genre. I think this is one of their better tracks, one of their stronger tracks. I said earlier, I think after a while, there wasn't enough differentiation for me on this album for it to stand out. But at least early on, I was into it, and certainly this track was helpful in that way. Robert Cooper, what are your thoughts?
Yeah. I would mostly agree with that sentiment for this first song. I will say I like that it doesn't start immediately balls to the wall. Older, like the younger, more wild and free DragonForce, half their songs are just like wheelie, 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 like just to start everything off. It is more or less like somebody.
It's wiggity, wiggity, it's wiggity, 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 whack.
Oh, no.
More or less.
Crisscross will make you jump.
Oh no! Does that mean we all have to wear everything backwards now?
No, because
Sure.
I'm not retarded.
Well, I never said that you were. Now, if you want to start denying those just to make me start doing implications, I'll be happy to.
No, it's not the point. But you get on with
it. Anywho, yeah, I mean, overall, this was I like the song. There's some cheese in these lyrics. There's gonna be a lot of cheese in this album. Like, it is like fondue. It is like fondue, man. But just like fondue, maybe there's one time it'll be really good for a date. I don't know.
Well, I can tell you that I watched it was a short little, like, it was not even a documentary. It was just an intro to the album where they were talking to the band and asking them about, well, what's Reaching to Infinity about, you know? And one of the things that they said was that, well, it's all about escapism. So much of what you hear lyrically, it's about escaping the world that you're in and being able to transport yourself into whatever, I guess, whatever they're talking about. So yeah, when it comes to cheese, boy, you aren't kidding. But I think that's the point. That's what they're trying to do. And I assume that, Coop, you sound like you're more in tune with what they've done in the past. Is that what they've done since they've been around? They've never been like a real serious band, you know, talking about political things or anything like that. Has it usually been par for the course to have cheese in their lyrics?
It is sci-fi cheese about dragons and fires and victory. Oh boy. Though I do wonder, would this band ever be any bit as popular without Guitar Hero?
Oh, dude.
No.
Well, how long have they been around? I mean, shoot, I was just looking at the wiki. Like, they started in, what was it, 2000 and, 1999.
2003. Oh, fuck.
They have, well, it says early years in Valley of the Damned, so 1999 to 2003. So these guys have been around since right there at the turn of the century. So
I will go ahead and tell you that without Guitar Hero 3, they would not have picked up any sort of a mainstream audience, number one.
Okay.
Number two, I know I've talked about this before, but it bears repeating. You talk about cheese in their songs and in their lyrics. You haven't seen shit until you have been to one of their performances and they break out that wind machine and the singer is just letting his hair fly in the breeze. Dude,
nice.
My wife is not a fan of progressive metal at all. Like, she'd rather be screamed at than, like, as she puts it, she's like, I'd rather the Cookie Monster than the metal. That's not her thing. But she could not stop laughing and fucking around with her hair the last time we actually saw DragonForce live. She was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. And she just kept doing this, like, windswept hair thing, and that made me laugh every time she did it. So, yeah, I mean, DragonForce is nothing if not overblown in every aspect of their being. Go ahead, one more remark, and then we're going to move on to the next song.
No, I was just going to say that dude has some great hair, and boy, I envy him for that.
Yeah, so did she. All right.
You know, they're old singers in Skid Row now.
Oh, is they? Nice. All right, this is track 3. This is Judgment Day. That is everything I ever want out of a DragonForce song. Everything. It's perfect. We're done. Good night, everybody. Be well, be safe, and behave. I love that song. I think it's brilliant. That is exactly what I want to hear from this band. Don't change a thing. I'd also want to ride a horse. Come in, horsey. I also want to ride a horse around my house.
Oh, no. Is the horse
all these
gonna
dead
get
horses are
live?
laying around. All these dead horses are laying around. This horse kind of saunters in there, and Mark's like, "I just want to ride you around the house. It's all right."
Yeah, I want to ride. I want
wincing.
to. The way horses PTSD now. Yeah, I want to play that. I want to play that song, and I want to gallop around my house, wake my kids up. I want to, ride the horse onto their beds. I want to gallop. I want to ride the horse into my bedroom, ride it around the bed a few times. And I don't actually want to leave the house with the horse. I just want to cause a massive amount of structural damage to my own home while riding a horse listening to that song.
Oh, dude, that's easily a Florida Man article if there ever was one. Man destroys house while riding horse around inside.
While listening to DragonForce.
Injures wife.
It would be worth it. That song is that good. I think it's all it's all in the game. No, I really do love that song. I don't know if it gets any better than that on this album, in my opinion. Jesse?
Yeah, I tend to agree with you here. I mean, quintessential DragonForce song, and I really honestly think that this is the anthem for this album. And man, if I don't, I'm sorry, you're just going to have to deal with Guitar Hero 3 references for the rest of the night, because this one right here, even though it just sounds so epic, all I can see is red, blue, yellow, green, whammy bar. Yeah, red, blue, orange, red, blue. So it's got that is
funny?
ingrained in my head. Go ahead.
I can't even make fun of you for that, because as I'm listening to the song, as I'm picturing myself riding a horse around my house, I also want to stop the podcast and quick go put on Guitar Hero.
I know, dude. They own
I
it.
can make that happen. I got it. I just got to dig out the old 360.
I have Guitar Hero for Apple TV, and now all I want to do is play it. I don't even know if they have DragonForce on there, but now, I listen to that, and you're absolutely right. I'm sitting there. I'm on a horse, and I have a guitar, and I'm going red, blue. It's so good.
Someone get Benjamin J. Cologne on the phone right now, because I want to see it on paper. Mark Radulich on a horse.
Terrifying.
Guitar Hero 3
Running.
controller.
With this Guitar Hero controller. That would be beautiful.
Yes, it would. He hasn't since Long Road to Ruin came to an end. He hasn't drawn me anything. He's been doing other stuff. Yeah.
He hasn't even drawn you anything for On Trial.
On Trial.
No, well, he originally started doing the title card art because we were supposed to be putting stuff on YouTube, and then we never did. And then, we liked his stuff so much, and and he, I'm sure, enjoyed the extra promotion that he kept doing it. But no, once Long Road to Ruin came to an end, so too did him drawing for us, which is fine. All right, Robert Cooper, Judgment Day.
The end is here. Y'all weren't thinking that the whole time?
Of course I was. Well, who wouldn't be?
All right, any sane person that imagines themselves riding a horse around the house, right? I'll have to do cover art for all of our podcasts from now on. I hope you really like dysmorphic stick figures. But yeah, this song here, this is quintessential DragonForce. It's got that really upbeat, almost poppy in nature. I would say that chorus is a little poppy, but I could dig it just because it's so bouncy and fun, and I could really see myself putting this on when I have to go to work at 4 a.m. in the fucking morning tomorrow.
Coffee
right.
and metal. Get your ass moving.
Let's move on.
I hate
to
coffee.
Track 4. This is Astral Empire. All right, that one was good. Not as good as the one before it. I like when the singer really belts out and hits those high pitches, and I like when they really hit that traditional DragonForce sound of the high notes on the fretboard of the guitar. You know, that they're so famous for. I mean, I know there's the danger of being samey when you don't play around with your sound, but I'll tell you, I miss it when it's not there, and there wasn't enough of either of those things in that particular song. It's not a bad song by any stretch of the imagination, but it doesn't differentiate itself from any other of the progressive metal bands of a similar sound.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like it's not like an amazing song, but it's really good background music.
Sure. It is definitely good background music.
This feels like a unique song amongst the rest of them, where it really doesn't feel like they're totally focused on that blazing guitar. They're really more... They're putting Hudson at the front, it seems like, on this song and letting him do his job with the vocals. That's one thing that I noticed specifically about it. I think it's a decent song, but I thought it was pretty unique in the fact that they let him go. They're like, okay, dude, this is your song. This is all you. I don't know if they have a guitar solo in this song. We reached close to the end of the lyrics, which I'm sure there's got to be I can't remember if there's got to be blazing guitar at the end, but I mean, what we just heard was a great showcase of Mark Hudson there. So, a decent song though. I thought it was okay.
Okay. Let's go ahead and move on to track 5. This is Curse of Darkness. wasn't Judgment Day, but the second best song on the album so far. And now I want to ride that flying dog thing from the Never-Ending Story.
He just cycles and continues to go through mythical beasts that he wants to ride upon. Starts out small with a horse. Now we're all of a sudden made our way to, what the hell is that thing called?
I don't know.
Coop's got the answer.
Which thing?
The white flying dog thing from Never-Ending Story.
Yeah, the flying poodle.
Fuck. Fuck. All I can think of is Artax, the fucking dying horse.
Falco?
Probably
Rock Me Amadeus? Rock Me Amadeus?
Well, now I don't want to look it up just because I would ruin it. But hey, whatever. Yeah, okay. So, Coop, I defer to you on this song, man. Please let us know about Symphony. Oh no, wait a second. This is definitely a reference to a video game, correct?
The title is.
Okay. Nothing in the song itself, the lyrics or anything don't refer, or is it just your standard vampire fare?
Okay, hang on. I have an answer, by the way. It is Falcor, and he is a luck dragon.
Luck dragon. There we go.
Yeah, he's not a flying Bichon.
All right, then.
A flying Dijon. Is that a type of mustard?
No, not a flying Dijon. A flying Bichon, which is a type of dog.
Oh, I thought Bichon was like I don't know, like his black brother. I don't know.
Oh, God. Anyway, I want to fly. This song makes me want to jump aboard a luck dragon and fly it around my neighborhood.
Oh God! Now you're going around the neighborhood.
Bath salts, everybody.
Florida man to the rescue.
And I have to be not wearing any clothing. That's the other thing. This song makes me want to be naked, flying a luck dragon around the neighborhood.
The wind blowing through your man breasts.
Yes, my man tits flopping in the breeze. The hair on my head whistling in the wind.
Oh no! It looks like a flying rug.
Is he flying the luck dragon, or is the luck dragon flying him?
It just looks like a big brown bald spot on its back.
Why is that bear riding a luck dragon? I don't understand.
Oh my God!
Why did this get hit in the head?
And I just want to say again, ladies, I am off the market.
So, are you going to get hit in the head with a guitar during this too?
No, we've already been over this. My wife loves this sort of thing.
Oh. Well, no, not for this. I just meant like that time you tried to get into the battle royal by getting hit in the head with a fucking guitar.
Let's not tell those stories. All right. Anyway. Besides me wanting to ride a luck dragon around the neighborhood, Jesse, what did you think of the song?
Oh, it's a good one, man. I enjoy this one. I like it's throwing something in there that's a bit different. I mean, you clearly get that horror vibe there at the beginning. It feels like something that's, coming out of a Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, right?
Yeah,
Tell me out.
Yeah.
Tell me yes. Okay. All right. Yeah. Coming out of a Mary Shelley novel or something like that. It's got that gothic feel. Good stuff.
Yeah, and I love that they completely and totally took the opening riff of Bloody Tears from Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. It was like, fuck it, we'll ape that. It totally is.
So
they changed like 2 notes, and I'm like, all right, guys, I'll give it to you.
Is this a running gag for these guys? Because you said you were like in the message, or you were like, well, hey, I can't wait to see what Castlevania reference. So it makes me think there's like a running gag or something.
Their last album had a song called Symphony of the Night, and it very much had the feel of the soundtrack for that game, which I own on CD, of course.
Nice.
Yeah, and I think it very much felt like it told the story of Symphony of the Night in a way. It wasn't like word for word, but I could see the inspiration. This one, Curse of Darkness, came out in like 2004, I think, on Xbox PS2. It followed this guy who forged devils that used to be like part of he used to be under the employ of Dracula, but this was after Dracula 3, where Trevor Belmont kills Dracula again, like you do.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like the main character, Hector. Like it's pretty much him trying to defeat the evils, pretty much all the monsters that were left around by Dracula. And then, I think at the end you face Trevor, and Trevor's a son of a bitch. Just in terms of being hard, like he's not like Castlevania, old school NES Castlevania hard, but he can be a little tough sometimes. I'd never beat the original Castlevania, never.
It's been forever since I played it, dude. Long time.
So hard. Furthest I've gotten is have I gotten to level 4? I don't even know if I got past level 3. I got to try and get past level 1 with no problem. Level 2 was a little difficult, but 3 and 4, it's like, fuck, Fleamen.
Fuck!
And Medusa. Yeah, Fleamen and Medusa heads, like, are the dirt fucking worst. Oh, seriously. Oh, fucking Medusa. I hate Medusa heads so much. You ever watch people speedrun it, though? They could beat the original Castlevania in like 13 minutes.
I have not. That's got to be insane, though.
It is so cool to watch.
I used to like to play Gauntlet. It's more my speed.
Gauntlet. Nice. Mark, you don't strike me as a video game guy. I mean, I know you play your Lego stuff, but back in the day, did you... Why? I'll give him that because I do the same. But did you have a Nintendo when you was a kid, man?
No, I had a Sega Genesis.
Okay.
I played Altered Beast, and
nice.
And then eventually
Rise
graduated
from your
to the right. Valkyrie needs food badly. But I do remember I had the original PlayStation. I've never had a PlayStation 2. Well, no, I had a PlayStation 2 as an adult, but by then, like the PlayStation 3 had come out. But we actually bought a PlayStation when it was a relevant machine, and I remember I was big into the Final Fantasy game, and and my friend and I got stuck in one place, and we thought like we gave away a jewel that we needed, and we were just like, what are we supposed to do? So we ended up having to go to the store to buy one of those
strategy guide.
Strategy guide.
Yeah, we were so like overtired. Like we played Final Fantasy without stopping for like 24 hours, and then we were like, and then we ended up getting stuck.
Had to have been 7. It had to have been 7.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's on PS1, it's gonna be 7.
Is that the only one that came out for that?
Well, no. I mean, all of 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6 came out on there, but I'm pretty sure it was 7.
Yeah, that was the fucking game.
My friend, we called him Jupak. He liked to rename the characters. He named one of them like Age Case and another one Dick's Egg. And
look at him.
So me and Jupak went to the GameStop and we got ourselves a strategy guide. And it turns out we had just missed something really easy, and had we done that, we'd have been fine. And we
$15 down the toilet.
No, because we kept using the strategy guide after that. Because I wasn't going to let that shit happen.
Bunch of cheaters.
Fuck off. I was so tired. All right.
And I bet you didn't beat it, did you?
No, we eventually beat the thing. Me, the whole gang. Me, H-State, Dick Bag, the whole lot of us.
The whole party.
Was it Final Fantasy 7 though?
Probably. It was. I don't know. It had a chocobo.
Did it have a blonde guy with a?
Yeah.
Did it have a blonde guy with a giant fucking sword? Yeah, that was 7.
Cloud.
Okay.
I watched people beat that in 3 hours one day.
Shit.
That makes me ashamed of myself. All right. This is track 6. This is Silence.
guy with the ponytail was singing this.
But the wounds never heal. Now the time has come for one last goodbye. As I raise my head and gaze up to the skies, I have tried in vain, but this is the end. We will meet again. I will be again.
I can't do this anymore. Jesse?
All right. All right, here we go. I'm gonna pose this to you, boys. We'll go with Mark first. Coop, you're second, okay? I'm going to read you 2 reviews of this song, and then you guys figure out which one. Well, I think I already know where Mark sits, but you guys figure out which one you kind of get more behind, okay? All right, our first review comes from Get Ready to Rock and .me.uk, okay? The pace then slows a little for Silence, a DragonForce power ballad of the first degree with a fantastic vocal from Mark Hudson, all right? And then our good buddy over there at angrymetalguy.com. Silence is a useless and extremely out-of-place ballad about suicide that doesn't treat its subject matter with half the seriousness it deserves, and I can't think of a reason why this track exists. So, Mark Radulich?
I agree with Angry Metal Guy. I just
Clearly.
I think the song lacks balls, and I'm sorry if that's about suicide. Listen, as somebody who has to deal with suicide on a quite frequent basis, I didn't get that at all from the song. I just thought it was limp-wristed. Again, it sounds like a lot of progressive metal without any kind of soul to it. You know, like I'm a man who likes his passion. And I don't get any sense of passion from that song. It just feels empty and soulless and cold. And no, sir, I don't like it.
No, sir. No, sir, I don't. All right, Coop, what do you think, man?
Yeah, I would I'm not going to say it's as brutal as the old Angry Metal Guy goes with, but it's not great. You want a good anti-suicide song, even though I love the at the end of it, it's just really cynical. Woods 3, Deepest Roots, Darkest Blues. That's the name of the song by Woods of Ypres. Yeah, go with that. The song was just very much. It's really funny too because it's kind of stuck right there after your Castlevania tribute, but then also kind of placed right in the middle of Weebly, Weedly, 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 Weedly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No. Which, by the way, just on a side note, I do my grocery shopping on Sundays, and for some fucking reason,
Walmart,
God,
like all the old people.
Well, I'm sorry, but Walmart has been doing this like top 10, top 20, and every time I'm in there, Crisscross Jump is on. I don't fucking know what's going on. So either I'm the miggity back daddy, or it's just wiggity whack, or Weedly, or Ron Weasley from fucking whatchamacallit.
I have a question.
Harry Potter?
Thank you. What's that movie called?
Harry Potter.
Walmart, when you're in Walmart, does the Walmart music make you jump?
Oh, all the time. Well, what's funny was, this ain't even funny. It's kind of stupid. But it just made me laugh because I was going down the aisles and that song was on and this little girl was jumping and her grandma immediately goes, "Don't jump in the store." I'm like, what the fuck is she going to do? She going to break something?
Oh.
She's just jumping.
You know, that reminds me of when I was working out in the garden, which now I don't. I work in lumber and almost concussed myself by running face first into some lumber last week.
Nice.
That was great. Oh, yeah. What was that? I looked down, and then I looked up, and as I was looking up, my above the eyebrow hit the lumber, and the rest of my face followed. So I almost knocked my eye out.
Why
Not
did you
good.
headbutt the lumber?
Because I
don't you
wasn't paying
understand the
attention.
If you headbutt trees, the trees always win. So we called him.
Oh, it's
Dupont.
fucking. I got knocked silly.
We called him Tupac, but not because of the reasons you might think. We didn't name him after Tupac. We named him actually after X-Pac from D-Generation X.
Nice.
Oh God.
Yeah. At the time, we were big into the Attitude Era, and we were big into D-Generation X. We all gave ourselves cute little nicknames, and he was Tupac.
I was High C White.
What are you really?
I'm Oh God. You are so white. Jesus Christ.
Dude,
Hey.
I'm serious too. We would play basketball.
Cracker,
I was High C White. My buddy was Sexual Vanilla. Oh man, some great stuff.
Oh my God, white people is so embarrassing.
I got. When I was in summer camp, the only nickname I ever got was Corn Dog. Just because
you ate a lot
like,
of corn
you
dogs,
look
I
like.
assume.
No, I actually had a lot of Raisin Bran, which made me gassy every night. So they banned me from eating Raisin Bran by last night.
Well,
I thought it was funny.
Metal
'cause,
Hammer of Doom if we didn't talk about it. We wouldn't be a Metal Hammer of Doom if we didn't talk about Cooper's anal leavings.
Pretty much. Like the only other nickname I get is Coop, which is that's just what everybody calls me. But the story I was getting to was I was out in the garden section. It was like fucking 80-something degrees, full humidity, of course. And like I was helping the grandma out, and she's like, "Kaylee, where are you at, Kaylee?" And she's sitting out on like one of the porch swings inside, and she's like, "You need to get out of here." She goes, "Grandma, it's hot." She goes, "It's hotter than hell. It is hot in hell too if you don't get out of here."
Okay.
I'm like, "I love you, Black Grandma. I love you, Black Grandma."
I wasn't gonna ask. I was just hoping that was your Southern voice, not your Southern Black voice. But all right.
Oh no, that was definitely my black woman voice. No, my Southern voice. I've done that for you, right? Plenty of times there, buddy. I do a pretty good job of it, man. I tell you what.
All right, thanks, Cleo.
Kind of reminds me of when my buddy Nick, who still hasn't been on this podcast.
He's fitting every fucking Metal Hammer of Doom meme into one story. I shit you not, between songs.
Him and my buddy Thad were watching fucking Daredevil, and Thad just looks at Nick and goes, the movie was okay, but Colin Farrell's Irish accent sucked. And Nick just looked at him and goes, "He's Irish, you fucking dipshit."
Okay. Speaking of black folks, this next song is called Midnight Madness.
Oh, God.
Stand strong, desire to survive to the end of time.
fucking spraying color everywhere with your naked body. That is that is
yeah,
all
while you're fucking riding that horse around your yard. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're on fucking whatever those nuts is riding around Florida while the cops try to shoot you down. And the news copters are very, very confused.
In this scenario, I'm in the Mario Kart world, running across the Rainbow Bridge with two cans of paint, and I'm just spraying color everywhere. And of course, I'm not wearing any clothing, because why would you wear clothing while listening to this song? This song.
Why would you wear any? Why would you wear anything while listening to this podcast? To be honest.
This song, Midnight Madness, is about being naked and running across rainbows, and I love it. It's awesome.
Jesus.
Wow. I was going to make a cheese joke, but damn, I don't know if I can follow that up very well.
Oh, I hope
naked
there's no
men
cheese
and
there.
Rainbows. Naked men and rainbows, ladies and gentlemen.
I can't follow that up with anything other than that. This song, I don't know what I'd rather be. Would I rather be the master of the universe, such as suggested in Judgment Day, or would I rather be the master of the stars and of time? I think I'm going to go with the latter there. There you go. Okay, DragonForce, you made me choose. I done did it. Coop?
I mean, you know, the one thing I didn't get to say during that song about being the master of the universe was, what if you wanted to be the Beast Man?
No one wants to be the Beast Man.
What if you want to be Lockjaw? What if you want to be Lockjaw?
But
you're throwing it back to Lordy style. You're throwing it back to Lordy. I knew where he's going.
What about Stinkor?
Oh no. No.
What about Man E Faces?
Oh God.
Man E Faces.
Stinkor is still best girl.
What about Mothman?
Mothman is legitimately Mothman is laying in my my closet floor because my kid got into my toys. All right, stay out of my toys, Colton. You're 3 years old. You should know better. Don't touch Mothman. Somebody touched Mothman before I got a hold of Mothman, and Mothman ain't so mossy anymore.
Are you fucking kidding me? You're like a 40-year-old man, and you haven't given your toys to your children. Listen, man. I had an action figure for Jesus, and I gave that to my daughter when she was like 3.
An action
Did
figure
it have
for
crucifixion action? Did it come with a little cross? Could you fucking nail him to it?
No, shut up. It came with wheels so that you could make it ride on. You could make it walk on water.
Oh, wow.
It had wind. Yeah, I had a Jesus action figure with wind-up action.
Come on.
I fucking kid you not.
Where's the young Jesus action figure with hammering action?
It comes with a hammer. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. Listen to me. My daughter didn't know who Jesus was at this age because we're like not religious or church-going people. So she just called him the Wizard.
The Wizard?
And the Wizard
I went over to so-and-so's house, and they got pictures of the Wizard all over the house. What is going on, Dad?
Who is this Wizard, and why? She knows who Jesus is now because she went to a Catholic pre-K program, and she used to sing us the old Negro hymnals. Very cool. No, she came home singing the gospel. But before that, like I said, because we were not church-going people, she thought Jesus was a wizard, and the wizard would interact with her Disney princess action figures. And who the hell am I to corrupt her play by trying to explain who the fuck Jesus is?
Sure.
Well, I mean, he is just an old space wizard.
Sure.
Apparently, in the Rattledge household.
My point is, Jesse, that I get any toy that I had. Now, I mean, and that's the thing is, we were talking about like I had stuff that was still in their packages that I used to just like hang it up on, on the wall or placed on shelves in display form. And it got to a point where it's like, all right, who am I displaying these for? I don't even want people in my house. So like, why not just break them open and give them to my kid, who will at least for a period of time will enjoy playing with them? Why don't you let Colton play with your Beastman? Why don't you let him molest your Mossman?
You sir need to make a Deep Space Nine reference right now, because you are failing nerdhood as you speak. All right, and you need to recover. You don't be giving your kids the He-Mans. Not the. And you're telling me you took them down out of the package?
Yeah,
that hurts.
Heresy.
Oh God,
that hurts me.
Get over it, nerd.
I would never give my children my Admiral Akbar figure.
There you go. Now see, that's a smart man right there.
That would be
a trap.
Out of control.
Man,
it's a trap.
It's a trap.
Give your children
you know what?
toys.
Hey,
for fuck's
He's
sake,
got enough of his
adult
own,
men.
Mark, I buy him plenty of toys. He's got 10 times the toys I do. He don't
He
need
just plays
to
with the damn box anyway.
What are you?
He just
what
plays
are you,
with the damn box. What are we supposed to do?
What are you, just like on your breaks, Jesse? Fucking. By the way, I'm gonna send you guys a picture of the Jesus action figure with the
I cannot
float
wait
on
to
water
see
action.
this. I cannot wait to see this.
Yeah. 5-inch Jesus action figure, posable arms, gliding wheel action, 2001 accoutrement. Anyway.
Oh God. So, you know what I really think you should have done by the time you got that out of the package? You should have been like, kill me and I will become far powerful than you can ever imagine.
I don't understand. Look, are you playing with them, Jesse? Are you like on your breaks in between like working and doing stuff for this podcast where you're just like, oh, I'm going to get you, Mossman, and like hitting him with your He-Man figure? Are you playing with them? Are they giving you enjoyment?
Yes, and I enjoy the fact that they could be in a spot where they shouldn't be bothered, in a safe spot. That's what makes me feel secure. That's what makes me feel.
They're not ancient Egyptian artifacts, Indiana fucking Jones. They're toys. They're meant to be played with.
They could be
any of this?
if you kept them in the package.
No, that's all a myth. Okay. The myth of, you have to keep them in the package to keep them pristine. Toys are meant to be played with, and when you're an adult, they're meant to be passed on to your children.
A 3-year-old does not play with toys, Mark Razzle. A 3-year-old tears toys
up. What the
up.
fuck are you talking about?
I will go upstairs right now. I'll take a picture of my Triclops that don't have legs because some kid took liberties with it that should never have had. They should never have had their hands on it.
You know, I want your Mothman figure to go face up against your Bob Sapp action figure and just see where that goes.
Bob Sapp. That sounds familiar. Reference.
Your poor Triclops figure got fucking like the Oz, the Oz treatment.
Oh, wait a second. I get the sap joke now, Cooper. Jeez.
Because there was a guy, was it Minihiko Mott?
Oh my God!
I know, dude.
Yeah.
That's like, it was so bad it took like minutes to seep in. That's some nasty
because
pun,
there was
dude.
a fucking MMA fighter whose last name was Mossman.
Oh
what do you want me to do?
There was. Man, that's like bad on so many levels.
Yep. That was good. You know it.
Yeah, you're the master, man.
I am instantly regretting this podcast now. We're moving on. I'm so ashamed. Fucking white people. All right, this is track 8. This is War. It's a little angrier, a little heavier than what I'm used to from DragonForce, but it breaks up the monotony of the album, gives us a little something different to listen to, and it's clearly about giving your toys to your children who deserve them because you're a fucking adult. And
Let it go.
No.
Let it go. Let it go, Mark Radulich.
Wait a Come in, Horsey.
I will be buried in a sarcophagus of He-Man action figures, sir. Yeah, Horsey.
When Jesse starts yelling, "Let it go" at me, that's when I know to bring the horse in.
Yeah, the horse is already in, half dead.
That's what she said.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I have a bone to pick with you now. Now seriously, I have a bone to pick with you, Star Chair. You and I agreed that minimalism was better. That being a minimalist was the way to go. You went through this whole thing about how you had to move your family. You guys went on the Trail of Tears. You had to, fucking escape.
I could have cried. I'll tell you that much. I could have fucking cried.
You had to escape the Nazis. Apparently, you had to move every stitch of every item in your home by yourself. You have no back now.
Yes.
You have.
Yes.
Okay. You're basically just an apparition being held up with Scotch tape. I get it. And you said after all of that was done that you had too much shit and you needed to unload some of your shit. And we agreed after watching this documentary that being a minimalist was the best way to go. And yet you stand on a pile of toys yelling Gollum, yelling mine, me precious, oh, not the moss man. And you won't give them to your children. Why, Jesse? Why?
No. Listen, I understand the importance of, trust me, I moved everything in that house to this place, okay? I know the weight of my burden, Mark Radulich, and what I can safely say to you, sir, is that the fact that I've moved every fucking stitch from that house to this house gives me the privilege to say, don't fucking touch my moss man. That's just where it's at. Now look, there is a lot of unnecessary sentimental value that is attached to this. Plus, there's that stupid, what do they call it, speculator value that I have as well, where I look at it, I'm like, oh, in about 20 years, I could turn around and sell these. I got Orko. I've got Triclops. I've got Man-at-Arms. I've got Moss Man. I could turn around and sell this for a profit.
I've got Bob Sapp.
I don't have Bob Sapp. But when your figures lose their legs, Mark Radulich, guess what? They lose their value as well. They lose their value. They lose their value. If I want to turn around and try and sell something, Mark, here's what I'm going to do. Do me a favor. List your car on Facebook. You're trying to sell it. I want to take 2 tires off. Now, you're going to be pissed. You're going to be pissed.
Okay, you can't compare the value of my Toyota Corolla.
It's over with. Next track.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Track 9, The Land of Shattered Toys.
Your best friend is your dad.
That song is just meh. It's fine. I don't. There's nothing really special about it, in my opinion.
I mean, it was just kind of there. It was a decent song. Really, I feel like when you get towards the bottom half of an album and things are a little more samey in a way, it becomes more of a background music thing. And speaking of things that should become background music for our listeners, I wonder if we're going to have a Marvin the Beastman Eastman figure around somewhere.
What the fuck kind of reference is that? Please explain.
He's an MMA fighter, Marvin the Beastman Eastman.
Well, I need to go and find that picture now.
I doubt he has his own action figure.
Oh, you never
He beat
know.
Rampage Jackson once, and in the rematch, Rampage just fucking killed him in less than 2 minutes.
Wow. Yeah, I'm right there with you guys. We're almost crossing into samey territory. The thing is that these guys have done a good job of kind of mixing it up with adding a little taste of a different genre or a little bit of an influence of a genre. Like the last song we listened to with War, there was that thrash element to it. And Land of Shattered Dreams just feels like they're, DragonForce coming back in force and playing you a DragonForce song. DragonForce is DragonForce. That's for sure.
All right. This next one is DragonForce's longest song at 11 minutes and 3 seconds. We're going to play half that shit. This is The Edge of the World.
In times of fear and mystery, when the gods have ruled the earth, sound the bells of victory, the sign of our rebirth. How many died in vain, like waves against the shore? No one hears their whispers anymore.
It's about 40 seconds. Jesse, you want to set up this clip?
Yeah, actually, there's two clips here. There should be a 10A and a 10B. At least there should be. You see it there?
No.
Look down at the bottom. Is there a 10B down there? Tell me there's a 10B.
Nope.
Oh.
Who wants to rock? When you're evil, we need money, unsolved wrestling mysteries, unlistenable, and we've dropped Jesse. Jesse's quit the show.
Nickelback. I wouldn't give them a penny back.
Hi, Jesse. Let's see, what does Jesse have to say for himself? Hold on, okay, play 10A. What? Hold on, okay, play 10A. All right, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and play. Ugh. I got disconnected. We knows. We know, dude. We are aware.
Thanks, Blog Talk.
Thank you, Blog Talk, kids. All right. Come here, horsey. Okay. So here's an extra 40 seconds of Edge of the World. All right, Jesse, what's the beef? What's the issue?
Okay, that was 10A, correct?
Yes, sir. I'm refreshing my board. I'm refreshing the board to see if it shows up anywhere.
All right, let me go ahead and.
I got.
Okay.
10B. Okay. So
all right.
So what I just played was 40 seconds, and you initially had it listed as 10A. Now it's listed as 10B, and there's like another 30 seconds that's 10A. Do you want me to go ahead and play that?
I want you to play 10A for us, please. Now, what we just listened to, did you guys recognize that bit? Did we just? Coop. All right. Now, you did not have the opportunity to join us when we did When in Rome week here on the Rad Legend Broadcasting Network, when we covered XDO. Okay?
I tuned in for half of that podcast.
Okay, all right. I couldn't remember.
Remember, I was at work.
That's right. Am I wrong in saying those two sound fucking exactly alike?
I don't really know about that.
Okay.
It didn't really sound
I'm
like
wrong.
What's His Nuts from Cataclysm to me, but I mean, no, it's just I'm wondering if maybe that is the singer of DragonForce doing death growls, but I don't really see him being the type to do it. It sounds weird because those two voices do not go together.
It is definitely the lead. It is Hudson doing growls. But man, when they change that over, which by the way, they say that this is the longest DragonForce song ever, but it's what we heard there was the beginning of pretty much, I swear, a totally different song, just smashed at the end of the other song. I'm not going to give you points for that, DragonForce. Okay, you can't just say, "Oh, it's the longest song ever," and just take two songs and put one at the end of the other. I can do that all day long. But look, when I heard that, it really, it took me like I was telling you guys, this is fucking, it's XDO, I swear. But it sounded so much like him, and not even just in the vocals, but in the guitar work as well. the guitar sound very similar to me. So, but anyway, again, I just wanted to kind of bring that to everybody's attention because we didn't really get to it because that song is so long. We didn't get a chance to hear it, but I wanted to play that little bit of clip there for everybody so they understand that is actually part of the song of The Edge of the World. And it's interesting to see, again, how they kind of go into a different genre or bring elements of a different genre into the song and run with it. So, interesting stuff.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the song.
I've got to. I say Mark Radulich. This is XDO. I can't believe it's got to be XDO. Mark Radulich sits over in his chair, crosses his arms, sends me a message, and it says, "Everybody growls," or something similar to that. Like, okay, thanks, Mark.
Everybody growls.
You sound like somebody's fucking choking a Star Wars alien.
Yeah.
All right. Our final stand. And this is our final original of the night. Wait a minute now.
You refreshed the board.
Yay! I have a quicker horse sound. Fantastic. All right. As soon as I noticed, I'm like, oh, that's only 3 seconds long. Hot damn.
Hot damn.
I couldn't wait to play it. All right.
Obviously. It's like, fuck the song. Let's not talk about the song. Hold on a second.
I got horsey. I got horsey sounds. I mean, it's fine. At this point, I'm sort of exhausted by the whole album. This is what I mean by, like, by the time I got to the end of the album, I was like, all right, I got it. DragonForce, whoopee. I was more excited about some of the earlier tracks than by the time we get here, I'm just like, all right. I'm just waiting for it to end. I know we have one more track to play, so I'm going to hold my final thoughts here. Coop?
I really felt like The End of the World should have been it's The Edge of the World, whatever the fuck. That should have been the final track on this album. I really feel like that would have given a really strong sort of epic ending point to the album. That was a little different than usual. Instead, we got this, which was fine. It just was kind of there.
It's classic.
We're dipping into samey territory. Yeah, but I mean, you know, there's classic DragonForce, and then there's samey DragonForce. This started the delve into samey DragonForce. Yeah, just definitely took too much. All right, because Coop demanded it, here is DragonForce covering Death's Evil Dead. That's a pretty good cover. That's not bad at all. Overall, I would give this album a B+. Some very strong tracks, some not so great tracks, a little uneven. Not DragonForce's best. I think, what they do well, the things that they're known for, the staples of the band, they do really, really well. I know they went off the beaten path here in a couple of places. I don't think it worked very well for them. Overall, a competent album, but a very uneven album. B+. Jesse?
Always excited to hear what DragonForce is going to put out there. With this album, I mean, look, not one of these tracks did I say I hated it. I couldn't stand it. So that's definitely something. They do tend to, when they hit like song 8, song 9, as fast and as furious as these albums are, you hit it right on the head, Mark. When you say you're exhausted, well, shit, yeah. I mean, this fucking album wants you to make you run through a wall because you're that, or ride a horse or fucking Falcor. You're going to be done you're going to be done by song 6, and it's tough to keep that pace up and that interest. But what you can do on albums like this is you can go and pick out your few favorites, 2 or 3 great songs off of the album that really stick out there, throw it on a playlist, and you're ready to go. You're ready to go. So easily a thumbs up, in my opinion. Will I be revisiting the album a whole lot for the rest of the year? I don't know. There'll definitely be a couple tracks I come back to. I absolutely love Judgment Day. I think Edge of the World, if I can edit that and maybe start out, it's going to be a pain in the ass on Spotify to scrub through it halfway to where I get to the death metal, but I might listen to that again. But other than that, thumbs up. I turn it over to you, Coop.
Hey, real quick, Ashes of the Dawn was the first one I got really excited about, right?
I think it was Judgment Day, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, Judgment Day, you practically sneezed your jeans because the end was here.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Anytime. That's what I'm here for. Overall, yeah, that fucking death cover, that was hot fire. Even though it was interesting that it was a little bit longer than the original. It was about a half of a minute longer. I'm assuming just to fit in Wheatley solos. Overall, it doesn't quite capture the gore feel of it, but it's pretty good. Otherwise, album, this is a fine album. There's some really good cuts off of this, an interesting Castlevania tribute that I will have to really listen to. A bad anti-suicide song, and then 11 minutes of, well, shit, this is different. So, I'd give it a solid 3.5 out of 5. About, a good 7 out of 10. It's one of those albums that I feel like, I honestly was thinking, like, man, if I can find this for like $6-7, I'll buy this. You can throw this in at the fucking car and just fucking kick back. Like, not really kick back. Really just fucking put the damn pedal to the floor. I mean, this would be a really good album to listen to while driving. Especially if you've got, like, fucking 40 miles of highway in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's how, like, that and, like, fucking Speed Wolf were for. But yeah, that's all for me.
Mark Radulich has decided to leave. There we go.
No, I'm here. I had to get up for a minute, so I put myself on mute. All right, that brings us to the end of our show. Once again, our silly little show has come to a conclusion. I couldn't convince Jesse to give away his treasure hoard of toys to his children where they belong, but that's all right.
Savages.
We try. Savages. They're Jesse's preciouses. That's all right. Last week, as mentioned before, was our cover show. I won, which was great. It was 3-2.
Revisionist history. It's wonderful.
Yeah. Okay. I won 3-2 until Jesse decided to play fucking games with me.
Hey. Tune in. Folks, go tune in and just understand how wrong Mark is. It's okay, Mark. You go ahead and continue. Live in your world with Falcor.
I will. Wearing stripped naked and
at least when I thought I lost, I took it gracefully.
Yeah, okay. By gracefully grunting in the background. Oh, it's another win. It's another point for Mark. Murph. Anyway.
Well, hey,
so
but when there was, I was like, you know what? I lost. I was like, fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it myself.
Do it live.
Anywho, so this week we've been looking at the Aliens franchise on source material. We reviewed the first 6 issues of the Defiance series for Aliens. Last night on Damn You Hollywood, Robert and I reviewed Alien Covenant, and a fun time was had by he and I when we got to the one dude from the Hindustan Times who said, there's no way these aliens would even pay attention to us unless Trump accidentally nukes Texas. We're still trying to figure out what the fuck he was talking about. I actually pulled up his entire review and read it verbatim because I sought to understand where this man's head was. Next week...
In his ass.
Yeah. Next week, we've got another one of our themed weeks here. We've got 5 shows. We've got, we'll have Nightcrawler Volume 1 by Chris Claremont. We'll have a review of Dead Men Tell No Tales. Right here in the Metal Hammer of Doom, Ailstorm, No Grave But the Sea. And then Ronnie Adams will be on TV Party tonight. We'll be looking at Black Sails Season 1. And then Screaming Boy will be doing their Pirate show. So it's all pirates all the time next week here on the Metal Hammer of Doom. I hope you'll join us, me hearties. All right, what do you got for me, Jess?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, go give that Rattlich and Broadcasting Facebook page a like to stay up on top of all the great podcasts that we have to offer. MMA, metal, comics, movies, it's all there. You can go check that out. We are on Blog Talk Radio, obviously, if you're listening to us live right now. We're also on Stitcher. We're on iTunes. You can go on there, rate and subscribe and do all that fun stuff. We're also on TuneIn Radio, and thanks to our good buddy Sean Garmer over there on, you got to get that, he's got to get that article up sometime soon, doesn't he, Coop? Over there on W2M, stole his thunder. W2M,
he never did. He still hasn't.
Bastard. W2mnet.com or something like that. Anyway, our good buddy over there posts our stuff, so we're on Spreaker. I should have went and got the link. It's W2mnet, but I get confused because I think it's .net, but it's .com. So anyway, wrestling content. The man has been providing content about wrestling. It's just unreal. If you get the opportunity, you should be able to find that in the feed. Check that out. Now, the other thing I definitely want to plug here. On the Rattlich and Broadcasting Network Facebook page, you should be able to easily find our posted link for the Fight Rattlich Fight t-shirt there. Spare a couple bucks, help a man while he's down. He's got the sickness, and you could get down with the sickness with a nice Fight Rattlich Fight shirt and help the man beat the sickness. I'm just pulling that straight out of my ass. Coming up on source material, Mark already mentioned the Nightcrawler's popping up there next week. Also, myself will be representing source material on another podcast by the name of Kapow, the Pop Culture Podcast. We've had them on source material before. We're actually going to have a couple of those guys on as guests at some point. But I'm heading over there this Friday, and we're going to be discussing. And I'm going to be testing them boys, all right? Last time I was over there, we did some Marvel trivia. This time, I've got Wizard number 9 from May of 1992, and I'm going to take 30 questions from the CBIQ, and we're just going to test and see who if these boys know their 90s comics. Last time we did a CBIQ from Wizard, that was Wizard number 8, April of 1992. And Mark, you know what happened there. We learned that RoboCop, Terminator, Cyborg, and Deathlock all had one thing in common, and that was they're all Republicans. You can follow me at Stiznarkey. You can follow me at Stiznarkey on Twitter. Source Material has a YouTube channel. You can check that out, and Twitter it's at SourceMattCast. I turn it over to you Robert Cooper?
So there's this podcast. It's a thing. Yeah. Sent I Write a Podcast. Sent Facebook.com/Sent I Write a Podcast. That is SENTAIRIDR podcast. Have I done anything in 2.5 years? Nah. Am I going to get one eventually? Maybe. I don't know. Weirder things have happened. Then WTMnet.com. Still haven't posted that review, and I haven't sent them my second review yet. Or the second half of that blurb I totally forgot about. I've had a busy week, man. Busy week.
4 a.m.
Like I went to like the Black College on Friday and kind of like waved at people as I went across an aisle. That was cool, you know.
Oh, that's right. Congratulations again, sir, on your graduation and education.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It really sealed the deal and made me feel like I did something. That was cool. Pageantry. At least I found out all the white girls were. They were in nursing, just like I'd heard.
Oh, should have been a nurse.
Jason
Teasley would tell you that is the profession if you're looking for some women swimming.
But if I wanted to do podcasts, I couldn't really do that.
It's true, because that also has by Jason Teasley.
I'll still never forget that. Hey, you got room for me on your podcast? Don't you have your own podcast? Well, you know. That's still one of my favorite Facebook interactions of the past year. Well, besides people from high school, like white trash family stuff coming out and them arguing in the comments over it. Oh, it's so great. Oh, I love white trash. Anywho, fucking white trash. But yeah, so, I did that thing. And actually, I went with my female friends yesterday, and we went to like a bar for an anime night where it was just like me on a sugar high and the two of them drunk. And it was fucking funny. Because you think I talk a lot now. Just get about 5 Mountain Dews in me.
Yeehaw!
Oh,
Sounds
hell yeah.
unhealthy.
It was really funny. Oh, shut up, Mark Radledge. You're the one talking about You're the one talking about eating the peyote and then fucking riding what's his nuts across the fucking Florida coast.
Whatever, man.
Yeah, it was fun. Well, actually, the really unhealthy part was one of my friends, she didn't eat anything since like noon, so she was fucking 10,000 sheets to the wind.
Blitzed.
Yeah, she was. Well, she is funny as hell because, right, you're drunk, man. It's like, I'm not drunk. Ask me something a sober person would know. She'll always give some answer that's just weird but funny as fuck. Yeah, we went to like a diner at 1 a.m. and apparently she doesn't remember singing along with all the fucking music, but I sure do because I'm a ham. But yeah, that was fun. That was a thing. I enjoyed it. But yeah, I totally need to get that review into Sean one day because I feel really bad about that because I was supposed to get 2 of them in, and one of them, it's like, I'm sorry, Sean, that ain't gonna happen. Because I ended up, it's a 20-fucking-hour game, and I'm already playing Persona 5, which is a 120-hour game. So I'm 20 hours into. Yeah, I'm 20, and it's the fucking Best of Super Juniors right now for New Japan. So fucking, it's like 13 2-hour shows that I'm
not
trying
enough
to keep
time
up with.
in the world. Yep. Damn.
And all the fucking anime from this season. Oh, I just got a box of anime in the mail. Such a good deal too. Oh, I got Ghost in the Shell and Akira. On Blu-ray, no less. Just a fucking eBay. Love eBay. Support eBay, especially if you can find anime and the fucking roller skating Jesus. So on that note, on the note of roller skating Jesus, I send the mic back to our very own roller skating Jesus, the mandated reporter, Mr. Mark Radledge.
All right, folks. It's been a show. We thank you for joining us, and thank Jesse, thank Robert Cooper for making it here on time. I certainly appreciate that. Again, we'll be back next week for Ailstorm, No Grave But to See. Until then, be well, be safe, and behave.